We're taking a deep breath. We've managed to wrangle Chaz Mossett and Lee Holdsworth from the celebrations happening behind us. Gee, we parked ourselves in a good garage this weekend, didn't we? Congratulations, Chaz. That was an epic lap. You will start from the pole position for the great race tomorrow. Now, technically, you've got a pole position on your wrap sheet, but you didn't actually start from P1 into 2019. How do you think it's going to feel to be there lining up from position 1 tomorrow?
I was probably saying this to Lee early in the weekend. We're so relaxed this week. I mean, the car rolled out so good in practice 1. That lap then was just so enjoyable to drive. So the guys behind us have done a great job. But as we were laughing in the break, Adam DeVore is so calm generally on the radio, so you don't know if you've done a fantastic job or not. But then when Scapey talks to you on your in-lap and his voice goes to like that schoolgirl teenage level, you know you've done a good job. So I was just rapt to bring it back in and see what the other 2 guys did. But track got better and better. That car was just so fun to drive.
I actually said that it's the best lap I've ever seen you do. Is that the best lap you've done?
I reckon, yeah, for sure. I don't know what I did at the elbow. I probably didn't need to whack the fence, but
No,
I think I just got that excited on the exit. I think I just had that little glimpse of, I can't believe how I got across the top, and then I got to the elbow going, I just snagged the fence, but I didn't think I really needed to. So
in actual fact, Scapey, it's the best lap anyone's ever done around here.
Exactly.
Yeah, well done, Lee. I was watching you in the garage through that entire lap. I've never seen you look so nervous.
Honestly, I could have crawled up into a fetal position. I was that nervous. You know, it's been a long time since I've watched my car in the shootout without being in it. So, but you know, if you want someone in the car, it's Chaz, and he did an amazing job. What a bloody lap! That was just amazing.
That was a very cool lap, wasn't it?
So committed, so precise, so critical at all the right moments. Let's take a look at it. The BP cleanest moment, of course, was across the top. Talk us through it. This will be the first time you look at it. I mean, this is incredible. Just what was going through your mind at this point as you started?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like the car's so smooth to drive at the moment. So just braked where I thought I needed to brake, and the car pulled up well. This weekend the brake's been a little bit tricky. I know now we've got some race brakes on the car. Really balanced itself out. So just keep making sure you're shifting on those shift lights. Make sure you're really not trying to snag a limiter. And here the shadows you can see on the road. So it's really tricky this time of day. And I think I went later than I've ever been before and just said, I hope I come out the other side, but the temperature coming down, the shadows, the car's really hooked up. And through the cutting here, I just felt like I was actually in like a GT3 car. I tried to brake as late as I can, get back on the gas, and it pulled out the other side. But here is where you get a bit nervous. You go, oh, I can overcook it real easy through here. But I don't know, it just responded well, and the car floated across the top. It picked up grip. You know, you can see the car's just really reacting quite well. No real big wags. It's just building grip and flowing speed. So here I just had a big crack, probably a little wobble there in the middle, and just a little bit of lights coming down the hill, but just kept pulling it off.
It was off here. I thought at that point there, because you were fastest in the first sector, and we were just waiting for what this number was going to be. This is the spot where you just bump the fence.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. I keep turning left, but I don't know what I'm doing out there. So anyway, I just wanted to mark the little guard right on it. Chaz was here, and hopefully that will still send through to the race. But so fun. I mean, I can't really put into words this lap, because it's just when you got such a good car underneath you, it kind of becomes a little bit effortless. You're still making sure you're hitting all your markers, but your margins are all opened up. You know, you just flow the speed, and I think that's probably the trick with our car. Is the flow speed in this weekend is really amazing.
And that bodes well for the race, doesn't it? When you think about the one lap performance, if you've got a car that flows really nicely, you don't have to work as hard, then it's obviously a nice car in terms of the race pace.
Yeah, before quali come along, we thought we had a better race car than a qualifying car, so I'm glad the track's been coming to us. But you know, obviously got the warm up tomorrow. We'll really focus on making sure we really nail our race car tomorrow. But it's just good to start on the front row, get some clean air, and we'll see what we can do for the race.
And that was the BP cleanest moment across the top of the hill. That was unbelievable, because there was not a single mistake across there. We couldn't pick 1 millimetre more road that you could use. It's just exceptional, wasn't it?
Look, Scapey, I'm sure if you were driving it, you would have found 2 more tenths out of it. But thanks for giving me a rap, so I really appreciate it.
I can't even bag you about your hair now.
I actually think I made you go faster, right? You got to keep it now.
Yeah, maybe.
It works. Whatever works for Chaz.
Maybe
just
you
do
need it, Leroy. Maybe you need to get the hairdo for tomorrow.
I try to keep saying it. Had a haircut the other day and no one's even noticed.
So this is the first pole position at the Bathurst 1000 for Walkinshaw Andretti United since 2009. So just give us a sense of what this means to the team.
Yeah, it is, and it's really awesome for our whole team because you see the effort they put into this race. Obviously, the history of this team is amazing around here. So, yeah, the effort they've put into this race. And last year, and that was the first thing I noticed with this team, they just live for Bathurst, and that's what it's all about. So I don't know when you're going to cut me off when we go over time. So I just want to say a quick hello to the whole bunker crew back home. It's a shame you guys couldn't get here for the weekend. But yeah, just love the support you guys are sharing from home back to here.
Chazzy, this is Fox Sports. We got all night. We're going to sit here and really revel in this moment. They don't come round too often. We know how hard you work to get here. So we're going to sit here. So I've got another stat for you, and you'll like this one. The last time the number 25 started off pole position was Peter Brock back in 1977.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I really, when I first came to Walkinshaw, I wanted to change it up a little bit. I wanted to start a new history with the number, even though it's already got such great history in the sport already. So that's pretty cool. But I'll give you a stat, Jess.
Okay,
if
go on.
you like stats and you want to throw stats around. This is probably the fattest I've been for any Bathurst 1000. So there might be a little bit in that. I do like my dim sims. I do like my pies. And I tell you what, if there's pace in that, I'm going to go to the hot tucket box tonight and get a little bit more.
But that only comes, you've got to put that in perspective, because Jessica Yates said to you once
how does this become about me?
that you're a little bit too big and that you were a little bit fat and now you're skinny. That's what she said,
I didn't even have any bobby pins in my suit at that stage, which is close to now, Jess, if you really needed to know.
Well, we're actually ordering some pizza on the way home, to be honest. We're carb loading for tomorrow.
Now, the only bad bit of that stat...
I wish he was joking.
Exactly. Now, the only bad bit about your stat on the car 25 one was in 1977 being on pole, they got hosed by the Falcons. Moffat and Bond won 2. They didn't win from pole position with car 25.
Lucky there's no more Falcons anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's not the stat. That is not the stat. All right, so we know you're having pizza for dinner. You're carb loading for tomorrow. But just give us a sense of what happens from here on in. How do you get yourselves prepared? What will the team do tonight?
For us, we'll probably try to get out here as early as we can tonight. Like Lee said, we'll have some good athlete food on the way home, get ourselves nice and full for tomorrow. Probably kick back on the couch, have a little romantic two-way movie or something like that on the couch, and yeah, just enjoy ourselves. But the guys, they did all the hard work last night. They changed a lot of components in the car, the servability. So hopefully they can just get out of here early tonight as well and focus on the big dance.
Hey, Lee, lucky he can drive.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've already spent the week with him.
So who's actually going to start the race tomorrow? Have you worked that one out yet?
I think it's scissors, paper, rock in the morning, right? The beautiful thing for us is Lee nearly qualified this car this weekend because he nearly pipped me in practice by like 1/10. So I'm glad he rolled out and gave me the honour to drive that car.
Good job, mate.
Congratulations. It was an epic lap. We loved every single second of it. Go and enjoy being the pole sitter for the great race tomorrow. We look forward to catching up with you in the morning. All the best.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.